Hey everyone, welcome to the Woke VC podcast. And in continuation on our last topic, since we touched upon a little bit on the life of a tree and the Internet of Trees and what it is and the tax benefits, let's dive in a little bit deeper and get to know what exactly how it's going to be implemented, where it's being started, and what other things are planned around the life of a tree. So, Amit, over to you. So, where we are right now with life of a tree.
Yeah, we're just about to launch. You'll be able to buy these trees, connected trees, $10 each. We're planting in the Yucatan and we're planting in the Sacramento region. So, both those regions will open up right away. And, these digital collectibles will accrue to you. We'll send them out. People will get access to their digital collectibles, in the coming days and weeks as we roll out the whole sort of platform, if you will. And you'll be able to track how many trees you've got, it's almost like a tree score that we'll want to, have a leaderboard of sorts, who's planting the most number of trees and which companies are doing it and, all that around the world. And, really gamify that. And then there's a lot of other follow on, universal things which can come out of this. For example, apparel and games and metaverse and just digital experiences and perhaps offline experiences. For example, in 2024, we're aiming to do in the Tulum region, which is really, really nice and really, just blowing up a lot of culture from all over the world. It's a very mixed pot, a very interesting place. They have a lot of interesting music as well there, international music. EDM artists from all over the world are often, going there to perform and things like that. And they have all these like raves and jungle parties and stuff like that. So we're going to do a very, very interesting, for the planet kind of a party music event end of the year. And it'll only be accessible. It's an offline event, accessible if you have on your wallet, let's call it more than 1,000 trees.
Oh,
so for people, corporates and others who want to send their people, right? Or over the year, they have somehow managed to accrue a lot of trees for whatever reason, right? The top tree holders, the top 100 tree holders, let's call it, right? Will unlock this event, really high-end event. So that's an example of the kinds of things offline, online, and really creating an economy of like-minded, people and experiences that bind these all these elements together. That's really what the intention is. It's not just trees, right? Trees, by themselves are trees, but what we do with them and how and so on is the trick.
Wow. I think there's a lot planned and a lot going on around around this entire life of tree and trees and everything. So this commerce part of what we do at Awake is still associated, right? I mean, like you can co-sell, you can gift, you can do all those things as well.
Yeah, you can gift people trees, you can share trees and earn from trees. You can become a tree merchant, right? A tree seller. You could become a tree seller, right? Or a tree co-seller.
Yeah.
So, everybody should be a tree seller, right? Everyone should be planting trees and everybody should be selling trees to each other because this is an important part of fixing the planet, right? So if we don't lose sight of that and we are gamifying this for fun and for, cool things that you can do and so on, status, social status, I think that's a better social status than number of followers, right?
Yeah.
For example, like how many trees, have you
how many
planted?
trees you have planted. Yeah. That's much more relevant and much more, impact worthy.
Yeah, and I think corporates all over the world are interested, and it's a easy way for them to participate, right? This tax benefit thing. I mean, if you're a company, you're paying taxes, you have, say, $1 million in sales, you're ending up with like $1 million tax bill. You can offset the entire thing. Up to 20-30% of your income can be offset with tax deductible, write-offs. So depending on where you are in the world, I mean, in most cases, you should be able to spend at least a significant chunk of your tax bill with no impact to your bottom line by just swapping that out for trees. So trees for tax, it's a literal thing, instead of paying tax, you pay some of it in trees. You get social credit and you get to, improve the world and all that. I think it's a no-brainer. I think that is what we're hoping will really, we create this movement, this score card, and that can be quite a way to, very simple way to participate. And if you're a corporate and you're not doing it, when it's so simple and doesn't cost you anything, and the planet's burning down, and you're making money from all the things you're doing, it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's just a simple thing to do. I mean, like, it won't even take a lot of effort to actually
almost zero effort.
Swap your taxable. Yeah, almost zero effort to swap your tax things with trees. I mean, like, yeah. And with our platform, with everything being launched, you can do it from anywhere, and you can do it like, at any part of the world where you think that I mean, like, right now it's like we have 3 regions, but it'll be, of course, expanding. So
yeah, India is coming on, as you know. One of our own team members' brother happens to be working at one of these NGOs, non-governmental organizations in India that have the whole thing for planting trees and tax deductible certificates and so on and so forth. So, once people understand, oh, I should do this also here, this way, I can still do what I do. I can also participate in Life of a Tree network, simple as that.
Yeah, amazing. I think this is gonna be a really, really big thing. And
by the way, guess what? If you go to a corporate and say, hey, you got this tax bill, put in 10K, 50K, 100K, it's no, nothing for you. It's zero bottom line. Get this. The co-seller is making that 20-30%.
Wow. So intros and the referrals and everything works as it is. With
you put in $1 million, that whole thing flows through this network, including people who go and talk to these corporates and say, hey, all you have to do is swap your tax for trees. That earns you 20-30% of that bill.
Wow. That's such an amazing thing. I mean, like, the other, this is really cool.
Yeah, so that's what it's going to be, all about this tax piece. I think it's a good call to action, right? Like, hey, if you're paying tax, just swap it out and pay trees, buy some trees, donate some trees, and cut your tax bill. So that, and then there's PR around it, right? We send a wire out saying that, this company is, has offset their tax bill this way, right? And this is the score, right? I want to create that scorecard.
Yeah, awesome. Cool. I think
all right. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Yeah.
There's a lot to look forward to, and we'll keep having these conversations now and then so that we know what's going on in this aspect. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Thanks so much. Cheers.